You made a little bit of a jump in the last couple days. That'll do it. Right. Right. Yeah, my phone decided to be weird. I was bouncing my connection back and forth with excuse me. What? Oh, I would open you, but I am not at home and I am in the truck and she is home, so I'm not going inside because well, we're doing this.
On. I should be able to hear. I should be able to hear you as well now as you speak. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, there we go. Good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Um,
And for anybody that doesn't know, Sale managed to get over 700 followers overnight.
I did. So I am now. I am also currently now. I am live. I'm live on TikTok. For anybody who wants to come over and say hello, I am live on TikTok. Uh, my name is Sal over there. Clearly, obviously. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but for anybody who's wondering
I
who
did
I'm
not
talking to, whoever is in my room who's wondering who I'm talking to, I'm currently recording a podcast with Queen of Hell, or Q of Hell, the Two Angry Women, who all the links to all of our stuff are in the bio. What?
Drop me a
They are all in. All the links are in my bio. So yeah, all
Sarah
the.
was over 700 followers away from her 1,000. I was less than 2. I'm a little salty. I'm a little salty. I'm salty.
I thought you might
It's
be.
fine though.
I thought you might be a little bit
It's
salty.
fine though.
So yeah, so today
It's
we
fine.
are what are we discussing today, Q? We are going to be discussing. Yeah, no. If anybody actually wants to help Q get to 1,000 followers, so that she can also do live. So you'll be able to
You
see
can
both
hear
sides of
both
it.
sides.
You can hear both sides of our live then. Um, yeah, like I say, the Q of Hell, I think everything for Two Angry Women, everything else is all in my bio, in the link in my bio. So
Oh,
if you want
and
to,
make sure to give our 2 Angry Women a
yeah.
follow as well.
But yeah, so what are we discussing
And
today? We're going to discuss.
hang on a sec. Our 2 Angry Women is already at almost 100 followers.
Oh, nice. That's some good going.
Yeah.
So I have
We got
hello
like 30
user.
follows
Hi
at work yesterday.
Marco. I have got at the moment I've got 7 people in here. Hi everybody. Hey,
Woohoo!
yeah. Hi,
That
no, drop.
was my
It's up.
pitch.
It's up and down. I can't. It's up and down. It's here. It's there. It's all over the place, and it's really difficult to try and keep up with everybody that comes and goes. So this is going to be an interesting one. Trying to do this whilst talking to you at the same time, Q. Um, this is going to be interesting to say the least. Um,
Well, it's a good thing we're on one of our last episodes for season 2 then.
We're wrapping up. We've got this one, and then we'll have one more, and then we've got the season finale for season 2 of the
With
Two
a
Angry Women.
special guest.
We are having
Hopefully.
a special guest. Fingers
Hopefully.
crossed. Fingers. I know it's quite funny though, because obviously they can't hear you. Anybody that's in my live can't hear you. So they clearly will think I'm talking to my fucking self, which is fine. Fine. I have said worse to more people, to less people. So it's all good.
So
Right, so yeah, so today we are going to be discussing
gun control.
gun control, yes, because obviously with you being American, you are quite, you're kind of stuck in the middle of everything that's going on over there at the moment, aren't you? There's a lot going on in America. And for anybody that wants to find out oh, thank you for the follow, Dow XX75, thank you. Yeah, for anybody that wants to hear our views on everything that has been going on, our lives for the last couple of years, I suppose. Really, last year, something like that.
So this month, in like a week, is the official anniversary.
Hang on a second. I am just recording,
1.
child. So can you wait, please? Wait. I'm wait. In a little while. I will in a little while. My child.
September 14th.
September the 14th.
Is our 1-year anniversary.
Really? Wow.
Our 1-year anniversary.
Okay. Our 1-year anniversary.
Of our first episode. It is the 1-year anniversary of the beginning or the end.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Don't need to reject you. Well, no, first and foremost, it's not a case of rejecting my son. I'm not rejecting him. He was just asking me a simple question, which he knows the answer to. So I wasn't rejecting him. He's gone back upstairs, and I'll deal with what he needs in a minute. So I wasn't rejecting him.
It's the same reason on why my crotch goblins are allowed around while we're recording.
Yeah, it's a case of
some of the topics we discuss isn't child appropriate.
I'm not rejecting him, thank you. He knows what happens when I'm recording, and I would have normally recorded earlier on. Unfortunately, I couldn't. But no, I'm not rejecting him.
Q chose sleep.
So, but yeah, it's but you are entitled to your opinion, and that is entirely up to you. I'm not rejecting him.
I wonder if I can open up yours. Oh God, if I hear you in stereo,
you can open. Well, yeah, you can come in, Q, because then I can make you mod then as well. How? I don't know. How is everybody? Thank you for the follow, Stephen. Stephen, is it Stephen? I'm only joking. Love you.
Can I?
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it's just the topics that we discuss. He doesn't need to be around. They've just got in from school, and he's had a shower and everything, so he's doing his own thing. And you can guarantee kids will always automatically. It's the same as when you pick a phone call up. They don't talk to you all day. The moment you get on that phone, all they do is hi, and you're like, what? What do you want? Hi, Joby. Is it Joby? Joby 175. Are you in here?
I can't do it.
You are
I
in
can't
here.
do it.
You can what? You can't do it.
No. So I was thinking I could have my in-call volume high, and then turn the media down to nothing. I can't.
You can't do it.
I'm hearing you in stereo, and there's
That's
that
fair
lag.
enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
I can't do it. So yeah, after a little bit of technical difficulties with Sales First Live,
it's weird.
we're not doing gun control because I'm gonna get some hate for this because a lot of people are going to argue this. In America right now, guns have more rights than women.
Yes, they do. Well, yeah, I mean, guns in America do have more rights than women, unfortunately, and that's disgusting that that's even something that is in the forefront of.
But there's going to be a lot of people that are going to argue, well, a gun can't walk to the store. A gun can't go to school. Women can. Yeah, they can. But women, in a good portion of the states, the red states, we have no body autonomy.
No.
And there's going to be a lot of people, now that I've cooled down about this a little bit, there's going to be a
Hi,
lot of people,
Chris.
why don't you just move states?
Yeah.
Because that's not going to fix the problem.
No, it's not going to fix the problem, but unfortunately, it's like putting a band-aid over a broken, over an open wound. It's not going to fix the problem. It's systemic. You've got to go back to the roots of it all. And as far as I'm concerned, from a country that doesn't have guns, yeah, okay, I say we don't have guns. We do have guns. Because in the day, you will always
had a shooting last week before.
Yeah, we did. You're always going to get. We did have a shooting, but you're always going to get guns. No matter where you are in the world, you're going to get guns because obviously any criminal will find a way of getting their hands on a gun if that's what they want to do. If somebody wants a gun, they will find a way of getting their hands on a gun. However, when over here, it's a lot harder to get your hands legally on a gun, because you have to go through so many different. You have to jump through so many loopholes. There's so many other things. There's so many ways that you can't get a gun. You have to have the license. You have to do this. It has to be kept in a lockbox. It has to have and whereas over there, I cannot.
I used to keep a handgun in a cookie jar.
Yeah, I can't fathom the concept. I don't know whether or not it's changed or not, but I cannot fathom the concept that at some point an 18-year-old could walk into a bar, get refused alcohol because they're not 21, but then walk across the road to, say, a convenience store that we won't name right now and buy a gun.
Mm.
And I'm like, hang on a minute. No, sorry, I'm not doing.
I'm not live on TikTok.
Yeah,
she's talking about Walmart.
I'm not doing currently. I'm not doing joining people currently at the moment. Sorry, because I'm recording a podcast. Sorry.
This episode's gonna be fun for people to listen to. So I used to work at Walmart. For anybody that knows me, I got fired. They haven't told me why. They haven't even told me that I got fired. But right across the street from the Walmart I worked at was a bar. And she's not kidding. An 18-year-old can walk into the bar, be denied alcohol.
How does that one work?
Right across the street.
Like how does that work? How does it work that an 18-year-old can't buy alcohol, but they can buy a gun? How I can't. My brain can't fathom how that works.
I think you do have to be 21 to buy a gun now. Let's Google this.
Have a Google.
How old do you have to be to buy a?
Yeah, 21. Gun? In the state that I was thinking of, it is 21 now.
And that is Gun Control Act. Shotguns and rifles and ammunition for shotguns or rifles may be sold only to individuals 18 years of age or older. All firearms other than shotguns and rifles and all ammunition other than ammunition for shotguns or rifles may be sold only to individuals of 21 years of age or older.
Hi, Muhammad. Is that Muhammad? Muhammad? Sorry, I'm awful at names. Sorry.
She is. She really is. She used to call me Coffle.
Call you what?
Coffle. You and a couple other people when I first popped that name out.
What?
It's been a few years.
Okay, I will deal with it in a little while.
Has been around for like
right,
4
I'll deal
or 5
with it with
years
a little while.
now. No, it's been longer than that.
I do.
So how long have we known each other now?
Or just over 4 years we've known each other. I do believe there is a member of the Scott Squad in my TikTok chat. Andy is in here.
Ew.
I've just seen him pop up on the thing. So, hi Andy. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
so like the gun violence and everything.
According to what I've just
Oh,
seen,
I was
because
looking at the ATF.
yeah, no, because I was just looking at a certain state because there was a certain state that I had in my head about it, and it begins with a T and ends with an S, and there's only got 5 letters in it. That has now gone up to 20. That went up to 21 as from June 13, 2020. How are you, Andy?
So,
I'm
and I'm
good,
gonna throw
thank
this out
you.
there. So, for any of you guys that are not in the States,
I'm good.
to let this make sense, we have the federal level, which is the United States, and then we have the state level, um, county, town, whatever level. And as you go through that, you usually have to go with whichever one is the strictest.
Right.
So,
I'm currently recording a podcast with Q. So if I'm not talking, it's because I'm trying to hear her while still interacting with. Yeah, this is going to get confusing for people to listen to. You need to get your followers, Q.
I'm sorry, I am 170 something away.
Anybody who's not following Q, please jump over and follow her because this is just going to really, really do my nutting. Good stuff. Glad to hear.
Oh my
It's
god.
just.
Oh yeah, because then we could do the in the box thing, like what you were talking about with those other people, and then it would be a lot.
Yeah, the multi-guest. Do a multi-guest,
Yeah.
or we can co-host. There's a thing called co-hosting,
Right.
or there's multi-guest.
But
So
but yeah, so they usually go with whichever's the stricter, but there
yeah.
are exceptions where you can't trump. Oh god, that's a bad pun. You can't
Oh really?
override the federal level. I thought about that right after I said it, and I was like, "Fuck!" That is a
That's
conversation for a whole other episode,
that
though.
was just that was bad. That was bad, even for you. That was
I did
bad.
not do it on purpose. I did not do
Uh
it on
huh.
purpose.
Uh huh. Uh
It
huh.
was literally one of those. As soon as the word left my mouth, I was like, "Fuck! I can't believe I just did that." Um, but
Ask
the
Arster.
U.S.
Stu, welcome,
The
Stu.
U.S. though is an outlier for gun violence.
Yeah.
Like you will have Britain, Spain, all these other countries, with the exception of Chile, because Chile will give the U.S. a run for our money, but even then,
Hi,
they're
Stu.
less
How
than
are
half
you? Welcome in.
for the
Sorry,
percentage or
if it
whatever.
gets slightly confusing, thank you for the follow. If it gets slightly confusing, I'm currently recording a podcast with Q of Hell, so you lot can't hear her because she can't go live yet. But we are recording, which will be you will be able to hear both sides of it over on our YouTube or Spotify. All the links are in the thing in my bio.
We're on Spotify, we're on Audible,
I am
we're
good, thank
on
you.
Amazon,
I am good, thank you. I'm just
Google,
listening to we're ranting about gun control
gun
at the
control.
moment.
And how the
So,
U.S. is an outlier.
what do you mean? What do you mean by how the US is an outlier? Like, what do you mean by that?
For gun violence, for our percentage, it's an outlier. So you'll have all the other countries in the world at like on a scale of 1 to 10 at like say a 3 or a 4,
Right.
and then there's the U.S. who's at like a 9.
Okay. That's
Chile
not
is
well
the only
though.
other one, and even then they're not an outlier like the U.S. Because while everybody else is at like a 5 for a max, they're only at like a 6.
Right. Okay. Oh,
And
thank you
that's
for
just
the
for the homicides.
likes.
That doesn't include the accidental shootings.
Right. Okay. It gets very.
For
But
every
I can't. Like I say, I can't fathom the whole gun thing because obviously growing up, I didn't have them. We didn't do
it's
guns.
not part of your culture over there.
No, it's not. We didn't have guns. We don't have guns over here. It's not something that is readily available to the most part. I mean, we literally have. I went. I went with a friend. Right, she was going on this blind date thing, and I went with her, and because she didn't want to go alone, which is fair enough. You don't want to go alone to these things.
Not
And
this day and age.
no, and so along I go, got run off, and all of that jazz, and then that's not do.
She's having issues.
I am having it. Well, when don't I have issues? It took us about 20 minutes for me to get the OBS up and running properly. Anyway, yeah. And on the way back from said date, we went through this little town. And all the cars had disappeared. There was nothing. Really confused. And we saw this police car kind of pull up behind us. I'm thinking, what's going on? They pulled across the road. They were closing the road. There was a police car either end of this big road, and they were closing it because as we drove through the town centre, there was the armed police. Our armed police were standing in the middle of the town centre, aiming their guns at this bloke, telling him to get down on the ground. And it was like, we're going to die. We're all going to die. Because I don't see that. You don't see that. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that we have regular.
You're sitting there thinking you're gonna die, and me being from where I'm at, I would have slowed down, doing the typical tourist thing, looking out the window going, whose dumbass is it this time? So my biggest thing with the gun control thing, besides the fact that the U.S. really needs to get a fucking handle on this, is the amount of school shootings.
Yeah.
That's honestly my big one.
Yeah, that's not that is not cool.
We ended last school year with Robb Elementary down in Yulvad. I cannot pronounce it, but it was that school shooting at the end of May last school year down in Texas.
Right. I don't know. I can't remember. And you know the really bad. I mean, the really bad thing of that is I can't remember, but I can't remember because there is that many of them over there now.
There's been so many.
Yeah.
So that's one of the more recent ones.
Hi, welcome in.
The first day of school here in town, we had someone called in that a kid was going to show up to school with a gun, and the crotch goblins were on lockdown.
Yeah.
Most of the day.
I just don't.
But if you want to go back to like the modern day school shootings,
yeah,
Columbine, Colorado is what started it.
Ugh. Right, hang on a second, cute. 2 seconds. I am going to jump off here now because it's going to start getting really confusing. I will speak to you all later. I will be back later, and stay safe, stay amazing. Thank you for coming in, and be kind to each other. Bye.
But did you ever hear of Columbine?
Yeah, I heard you say Columbine.
Well, it was big enough here. Huh?
I heard you say Columbine. What, child?
That answers my question.
I'm still recording. What?
Where's my mic?
Yes, I'm borrowing it. Go.
Can I have it back?
Not right now. I'm borrowing it. I'm recording. No, I've ended my live on TikTok. I haven't ended recording. Yeah, you were saying Columbine.
But did you ever hear about it back in '99?
I think so. It sounds.
It was two seniors at Columbine High. They went through and they killed 12 students and a teacher.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
That kind of I'm gonna say revolutionized, but I don't mean it in the typical way.
Yeah.
But it revolutionized the modern day school shooting.
Oh yeah, it. Yeah.
You know.
Not in a good way.
No. Usually you think of revolutionized, oh awesome, they made it easier to do something. Well, unfortunately, yeah, they made it easier to do something.
Yeah. Not a good something either.
No.
Sorry, I'm trying to deal with. But yeah, when don't I? Come on, know this.
And then I remember right the year after I graduated, there was Sandy Hook, a small town in Connecticut. Absolute disaster. I wish I could find the link I sent you where it was a clip from the Robb Elementary shooting last year when the one news anchor dude was just like, It's just another week in the U.S.
That's a scary concept that they think that's just another week in the US. That's not good. That's
It happens so often that you're just like, oh, just another week.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's whereas over here, like I say, that we had that shooting, didn't we, the other week?
Yep.
And it was only, I say only, but it's not only because it's not being disrespectful because obviously one life is one life too many.
Right.
But it was only compared to like what you have over there. It was one person. Admittedly, it was a little girl, and she was in her home, but it was still only one, and it was all over the news. It was everywhere. Because we don't have that, so it does get a lot of publicity when it happens.
And it's sad and it's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. And I will never. I will never agree with policies over it. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of things that happen in America as of late. So
Join the club. Get in line.
get in line. Oh Lord, that was interesting going live. That was interesting. That was
Yeah, well, now all we need is for me to get my 1,000 followers, so then we can just co-host, and then
yeah.
shit, we could really change how we do shit.
Yep.
But
Oh, sorry, I keep zoning out because I've got. I'm trying to think about what I've got to do. Dinner time.
dude,
Obviously, it's
dude,
10.
right.
And I keep forgetting because I've turned my phone off. I'm not. I'm still.
So, my personal favorite with the whole guns is all the myths and everything that are around about it.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, as an American, I believed in a lot of them. Some of them, I will argue still because personal experience. Owning a gun makes you safer when in reality it'll actually put you at a heightened risk for gun violence. And what this means is like having a gun in your home. I think that one was more for like the families with kids that don't secure their guns properly.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
like just me,
know.
Okay, but how many times have I called you and been like, yeah, I had someone try to break in, but they ran away pretty fucking quick when I had a gun at the ready when they opened up my door. Because at the time, I lived in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and by the time the cops showed up...
Yeah, but you see, in my brain, I go, but gun violence just breeds gun violence.
Yeah.
It's not going to fix it. Just because you have a gun, the average Joe is not going to really... The police are trained. They have so much training to be able to handle guns, right? The average person that just goes down the shooting range, if a criminal pulls a gun on them, their brain is not going to go, right, I've got to do this, and this.
You're going to panic.
It's not going to protect you. It's not. If someone pulls a gun on you, the best thing to do is whatever the fuck they tell you.
Right.
And hope they leave you alone.
A good guy with a gun is not going to stop a bad guy with a gun.
No.
That's not how it works.
Because the good guy with a gun will end up becoming a bad guy because he's got to do some shady shit to deal with it. Or he'll end up because he'll make the other person with the gun panic and therefore he'll end up dead.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. But that's my personal view.
Sure.
Because obviously...
I grew up with well, if someone tries robbing a grocery store because I will intervene and stop it, and it'll be fine. That rarely happens because you are not trained to react to that. And what do? If you see somebody robbing the store? You're going to go, oh, fuck, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Now, are there some people out there? There are occasions where it actually, but again, like the U.S. with the amount of gun violence we have.
Yeah.
To put this into perspective, out of every 100,000 people in the U.S., 5 will die at a gun. And I'm not talking like police shootings, because those were categorized as their own. I'm talking like if I were to get out of the truck and go for a walk and I got shot in the middle of the park. Like, these are the gun deaths we're talking about. For every 100,000 people every year, 5 will be murdered with a gun. And again, this does not include the people doing dumb shit and getting stopped by the cops. So.
Okay, so. That's insane. That's insane. Okay, so this article that I'm currently reading only goes up to the 5th of July. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So take that into consideration, people. That's half a year. That's 6 months, basically. Yeah? The US has had at least 314 mass shootings.
Uh-huh.
By the 5th of July.
And a mass shooting is usually more than 10 people.
More than 22,000 people have died due to gun violence overall in 2022. And that was up to the 5th of July. 22,000 people. How is that right? How is that your rights to bear arms should not mean other people lose their lives? You know what I mean? This is insane.
Now, I say that, and the right to bear arms actually protects us. I want a cannon. Like what they put on the old school pirate ships. I want a cannon.
No, you're not having a cannon.
But it's protected by the Second Amendment.
You're not having a cannon. I said no. Stop it.
You're not my mom.
Stop it. You're not having a cannon. No.
But the U.S. was founded on the principle of freedom. Which means...
Can I just say, technically, the US was founded on the principles of freedom if you're a cis white male. Just saying.
Yeah. And she's right. But I'm going to throw one more thing at it. Thomas Jefferson, one of the people who penned the United States Constitution, even he said our Constitution should be rewritten every 72 years. The average lifespan of a nation, and we could even use England and the UK as an example of this, because every about 300 years, something happened there where it got restructured. The monarchy, like the family itself, changed.
Yeah.
Okay? The average lifespan of a nation is 300 years.
Yeah, England is very, very old.
The country itself is old. Yeah. Their government and how it is ran today is not as old as you think it is.
No, the country, but no.
Yeah. The country, their heritage, their history, their culture, that is all very fucking old. Their government, not so much.
Our government, let's not even go there. Fucking Liz Truss. That's our new Prime Minister.
I will take you, Liz Truss, and a little spoiler for our last regular episode of season 2. I will take your Liz Truss and raise you fucking Donald Trump.
What the fuck? No. Nope.
So.
You can keep your Trump, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, so spoiler alert, little tidbit on what the last episode is, because we kind of saved the really heavy episodes for the end. Next episode's going to be covering the January 6th hearings a little bit. And discussing the absolute tantrum that January 6th was.
The rest of the world watched and sat and looked at and went, what the fuck?
Yeah. Meanwhile, if you were in the U.S., you were either part of the problem or you were sitting there going, so this is how the second Civil War of the U.S. is going to start.
But anyway, I'm not going to get into that because that will be...
January 6th. January 6th, I'm sitting here counting ammunition going, do I have enough for if we actually do go to war?
We say about guns, right? America has, from what I can gather, if somebody can prove me wrong, please send me a message on TikTok or whatever if you can, or send you a message on TikTok, whatever. Or the Two Angry Women, send it in to Angry Women. America has the biggest non-military army in the world.
So I can't remember, and it might actually be covered under the Second Amendment. It's been too long since I took U.S. government. But our Constitution, as it was written almost 300 years ago, we are to have a non-military militia.
Yeah.
Which, that, however, got modernized because that's how we have the National Guard. They are civilians that go to training once a month, 2 weeks a year.
Yeah.
Because
but that's not even taking into consideration. Yeah, that's not even taking into consideration the average Joe that has got guns. You know what I mean? It's fine.
Yeah. There are so many. Okay. Before I continue on with that. As an American, I don't have a problem with the average homeowner, as long as they are, or the average citizen, I should say, not homeowner. The average citizen having a firearm. I don't. As long as you are responsible, you lock it up where kids can't get into it, and you don't do something stupid like go and shoot up a school or something. Okay? I got utmost respect for you. However, I lost my train of thought. Oh, no. Squirrel.
It's gone. But anyway.
I had a point.
Really?
I had a point. I know I had a point, and then I just...
Are you sure?
I blame the, 4 hours of sleep that I got.
Right, we are going to have to wrap this up, though. I know it's a shorter version. It's only 40 minutes. But I need to go do dinner.
She needs to do dinner, and I need to go to work.
Yeah. So... yeah. Anybody who is not, please go and find our socials. Go find our individual socials. Go find the Two Angry Women socials. Go find us everywhere. No, you want to. Yeah.
She just wants y'all to get me up to 1,000 followers so we can just record on TikTok.
It would be easier, and then she can stop being salty as well. It would be easier.
You got 700 overnight. I'm allowed to be salty.
What? Can't help it. It's not my fault.
I am allowed to be salty, damn it.
Right. So yeah. This is gonna go. Is it going out? What are we doing? I don't know.
It is not. So today is Wednesday. It is not. I'm not gonna get it out to probably today.
So is this gonna go out on
Couple
Tuesday?
of reasons. Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
Couple of reasons. Sale has to upload this to YouTube so I can steal the audio from her because I'm not at home. I'm sitting in a park in my truck. So this will go probably tomorrow. Because then that way that gives me tonight to pull the audio, upload it to Anchor, get everything situated. So this will go live 2 days late. I'm going to shoot for tomorrow. If that changes, I will post on Twitter.
Yeah. Okay, right. So, everybody, stay amazing, stay safe, look after each other, be kind, and we will see you.
And if you have to hide the body, call 811, not 911. Because if they're dumb enough to fuck around, they're dumb enough to find out.
Laters.
Bye.